So like I say, I'm here to talk to you about GGBS, ground granulated blast furnace slag. Some of you might not know what it is, so we'll give you a little bit of a background to it. So GGBS is a byproduct of the iron making process. So what you've got here is a blast furnace at a steelworks. Molten iron comes out the bottom, and you've got molten slag at the top. That's then rapidly water quenched to increase its cementitious properties, and you end up with effectively what looks like a sort of sand. That product is then ground to create ground granulated blast furnace slag, GGBS, and it's used as an SCM in concrete, and it improves performance, it adds durability, and most importantly, and you'll get this repetition throughout this, is that it lowers carbon in your concrete. So why use GGBS? So GGBS is a long proven SCM within concrete, been around since the 1950s, more widely used from the 70s onwards, initially used as a kind of value placement for cement, now has significant added properties such as chloride resistance in applications like seawalls, sea defences, and sulphate resistance in subground applications. Key bit to pores of concrete is the low heat of hydration, so thermal cracking can become an issue, but this mitigates that. And again, I'll repeat, low embodied CO2. And from our perspective, it is the way to make the lowest carbon concrete in the UK today. So from our perspective in the UK, a lot of you would have seen Port Talbot, 2 blast furnaces have been closed down by Tata Steel. That was a big source of granulation in the UK, and has some concern around availability. What I would say is that we have sourced GBS for the UK for the anticipated demand for at least the next 10 years. We have 3 GGBS plants, Purfleet servicing South East and London, Port Talbot servicing Wales and the South West, and Teesside, the North and Scotland. Given that, we have a distribution network all across the country, and we also have technical support available for anybody producing concrete to give you the best in class performance. So from a sustainability point of view, we have recently gained a new EPD, which gives it a global warming potential of 155 kg CO2 per tonne, and it demonstrates itself the very significant savings that you can get using GGBS. And more recently, if you use the little touchscreen over there after this presentation, it has become part of our Evo Build family of sustainable products. You would have seen over there, if you've looked at the SCM sort of bit we've got on the stand, this is just our interpretation of where we see GGBS in concrete alongside other SCMs and traditional cements and fillers. So quite simply, high number bad, red bad, low number good, green good. And what we're saying is, look, cement, CEM2s using limestone, make your perfectly serviceable concrete, but they are high in carbon. You then move into pozzolanics, PFAs, calcined clays. Again, you are reducing your carbon. But ultimately, as we say in the UK right now, cement and GGBS is the lowest carbon concrete. We will have Evo Zero, as we spoke about earlier, in the UK later this year, and the combination of Evo Zero on its own, or Evo Zero and GGBS, also achieves better carbon reduction, but we still believe that this is the number one. So like the message, as I say, is pretty simple. We have GGBS, we have it in the long term in the UK, and if you want to make low carbon concrete, this is what you need to use.